I look into your eyes, dear, and I know that I'll be fine here. I can read between the lines when I look into those eyes. We could hit the sky if you want to. Say you wanna fly, then I got you. Tell me all your feelings, I got lost too. We don't need a thing when it's me and you. Need you to be real when it's real about you. I don't got the time to be playing with you. To be playing with you. To be playing with you. I don't care what they say. We don't gotta wait. We could fly away. Maybe I'm delusional, something out of usual. Maybe you're just beautiful, but all I know is when I look into your eyes, dear, it's got me holding back the dry tears. When I look into your eyes, when I look into those eyes, when I look into your eyes, dear, and I know that I'll be fine here. I can read between the lines when I look into those eyes. Baby, let's ride. What you gon' do? Hit the blue skies. What you gon' lose? Know you feel this too. Need you to be feeling how I feel about you. I don't got the time to be playing with you. To be playing with you. To be playing with you. When I look into your eyes, looking all I need. Looking all I need. When I look into your eyes, looking all I need. Looking all I need.
I can be dangerous, not in a way that'll make you smile, but one that'll leave you paralyzed. Know you screamed, it won't come out. I can be reckless, leave you in pieces bleeding out, make your body shake a cold shiver. There ain't no way out. Don't you want someone who makes the blood flow? Don't you need someone to steal your heart? Just need someone to keep a tight hold. Thinking about it, I could be the one. Everybody's talking, telling me I'm paranoid. I don't wanna break the monster, he's the one they want. Everybody's coming crazy, flames and pitchforks. They just want the beast inside me, he's the one they want. Everybody's ready to see just what he could do, risking it all to be brave and say the girl gon' save you. Oh, don't you be foolish. You better seek yourself. The person you find inside may start to look like someone else. You need someone who makes the blood flow. Don't you need someone to steal your heart? Just need someone to keep a tight hold. Thinking about it, I could be the one. Everybody's talking, telling me I'm paranoid. I don't wanna break the monster, he's the one they want. Everybody's coming crazy, flames and pitchforks. They just want the beast inside me, he's the one they want. Telling me this, on this,
Dude, that was So In Love by Velvet Horizon. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
Go.
This was a certified banger.
Dude. Go.
This was a certified banger.
Dude. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I ain't one of them, ain't no lover boy. I got hella friends around the way. We be making noise, I'm so arrogant, yeah, I know. I'm so 5 sure, I ain't calling you back, oh no. I'm out with the boys, I'll be on Tuesday. You try to change my ways, I guess. Baby, just cool it. It's gonna be hard days, I bet. At least I'm honest. You shouldn't wait around. I ain't gonna hold it now. I'm trying to tell you now. I'm trying to tell you. I'm just
check,
saying.
check. 1 2 1 2. Can you guys hear me?
Baby,
Check,
find
check.
you something
1
safe
2.
to play with. You don't know what you're asking for. It's dangerous. Don't fall in love with the cover, read the pages. This game gon' have you calling, tears balling, you going off. Patience, baby, wait your turn. I might start
We gon'
showing
get
off.
started.
You playing a dangerous game with me. You playing a dangerous game. I'm just saying, baby, find you something safe to play with. Cause you don't know what you're asking for, it's dangerous. Don't fall in love with the cover, read the pages, the pages.
My check, 1 2 1
Somebody
2.
that's gon' have
We
you
gon'
going
start real
crazy.
soon.
No, I ain't got problems, I got options, I'm just saying. I just play the game, when I press go, I
just
get
have
more
to load
money.
the form with
Honestly,
the
I ain't
votes.
been keeping score, I just keep going, I'm just saying. I
Don't
told
get
you I ain't the
fouled.
one for you. You needed me to be one too. Told you don't get too comfortable, like don't you ever. And you know just what I mean. Don't belong with somebody like me. This game here is dangerous, high key, girl. I'm just saying. Baby, find you something safe to play with. Cause you don't know what you're asking for. It's dangerous.
Oh my gosh, what's going on, everybody? How we feeling today?
This was a certified
On a
banger.
Saturday evening, how we doing? Let's go! We got some bangers to listen to today, as per usual in regular scheduled programming. How was everyone's week? Was it productive? Was it terrible? Let me know.
This was a certified banger.
What's going on? OJ McBaggins, what's going on? Karma, what's going on? Gio, what's going on? Jeremiah, what's going on? Alan, what's going on? Class assignments, which I know is we weren't chosen, we were forgotten. What's going on? I did see Electric Panda before. What's going on? Let's see. If I forget anybody, I'm sorry. I can't breathe with my 2 eyes. Love has limits. How is everyone doing today on this fine Saturday? Downloading Battlefield 1, hell yeah. How was class assignments? Yes, I do. Doing good, bro? Hell yeah, I'm doing good. Can't complain. You already know we getting stuff done, which is the most important thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as before we get started, I just wanted to say that as far as the live stream that we're going to do for the sample this event in the Discord server is still going to be announced. So just kind of saying that as like a PSA. We're going to have the live stream date very soon for you guys, and also we're going to be doing the live stream for the March Song of the Month as well soon as well. Just I have to get you guys a specific date. So most likely will be on a Sunday, so just keep that in mind. So as far as the live stream goes, I don't really have much else to say other than just getting right to it today, which is what we're talking about. So we do have 2 different tier submissions. We do have Discord subscriber submissions, which are $3 a month. I think after fees is $4 a month. And with that, you get your track reviewed up to 5 minutes long, and it's a guaranteed play on the live stream. And we do a more in-depth review regarding the mixing, mastering, production side of things. If you're interested in that, join the Discord server down below. Link is in the description, both on Twitch and on YouTube. And with that, you'll be able to join the Discord server for free, and then you could become a subscriber. There'll be a channel on the side that'll say service subscriptions, and yeah, and also you should just join the Discord server anyways, because when I update the form for the live stream, if you want to be one of the first ones to submit, there's a role in the Discord server that says like music reviews forum ping, and if you have that role, every time I update the form, you'll be notified directly. So without further ado, oh, appreciate you, Chicken Jockey. Let's do another full review of Fuck Pills. Thank you, dude. Okay, let me get your submission real quick. Okay, boom. I have it. There we go. Thank you so much. We do also have a free submission form, by the way, as well. With that should be pinned both on YouTube and on Twitch. Correct me if I'm wrong, Twitch people. I may have forgotten. No, we're there. We there. We there! So, the motherfucker only listens to unreleased shit. Hey, I listen to release stuff too. So, what I would say is we prefer unreleased stuff because we say changes and all that stuff. So, it's definitely preferred for you to say unreleased tracks, because then you'll actually be able to apply what I recommend as far as the mixing and production. So, yeah. But you can submit using the form pinned both on YouTube and on Twitch. Just confirm that it's there. And yeah, without further ado, let me shut up and let's get right to it. Blah, 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 blah. Just submitted. Hell yeah, Karma. One of my recorders stopped working. I'm down 8 channels. Oh my god, 8 channels, dude. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. That's no good. What's it called? Automod? Why'd Automod delete that? That should have been totally fine. What's it called? Let's see. Ooga Booga! That's what I'm talking about! I think I went to rely after submitting. I don't know what you mean by that, but if you could clarify. But anywho, we do have a donation submission today. Let me make sure you guys can hear that. Automod didn't like that, apparently. I think Twitch probably has that. I don't remember having an Automod set up like that, so let me just make sure that because curses should be allowed. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's not what I have on my end, so that's weird. That's probably just Twitch. But anywho, let me double check that this is good. There we are. Let me know if you guys can hear this. So we do have Void by Jeremiah today. This will be the first one. It's a donation submission. So let me know if you guys can hear this. Do you experience sound sickness, like become somewhat deaf to the notes after listening for so long? I hope your volume isn't too high, man. So actually there's actually a term for that. It's called ear fatigue, and it's very common in the mixing world. That's why like a lot of the times that you have to, take breaks when you're doing mixes, because it's after a long period of time of hearing the same thing. Thank you so much, OJ McBaggins. After hearing the same thing over and over again, you'll start to actually it's been like, scientifically proven that like if you listen to the same thing a bunch, especially at loud volumes, it happens a lot quicker, that you'll start making changes that are actually hurting the track more so than making the track sound better, if that makes sense, like sonically. So yeah, is Bonkcoin still alive? Damn right it is, Lefo. So we got Void by Jeremiah. Let's run it. Yeah, definitely look into ear fatigue. That's actually a term that's coined a lot. Oop.
Void of fractured light. Am I a lie? I think I try. The ink splatters down where your best burial gown. Oh, what I found. Are you still proud? I paved the way, but only one. I say my thoughts. Watched me right, don't let me go. I'm afraid of the ghost. souls have tear-filled eyes. Oh my dear, please don't cry. I'm just as alive as before I die. That grave marks the end. I felt the depths within. I count the scars I've been to hell and that I've been. The blood drips from our arms, roses, vines, yes, stabbing thorns. Oh, what more? I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. Fires faded, fires on them. Heart despair diverts my eyes. The voice of confide, walking, running, fighting. I can't bear the lucid ties. I can no longer fight. I'm on, come find me.
Let's go! That was Void by Jeremiah. Let's get it!
This was a certified banger.
Let's go! Love the ballads, dude. I love the ballads. I know you had mentioned that you're going to be working on some rap stuff and changing it back to some of the old stuff, but I honestly do like your ballads a lot, Jeremiah. Like, especially, I totally agree with Lefo. What Lefo said was that it has very much Olivia Rodrigo vibes. Like, it kind of reminds me almost like of like Vampire from her. What's going on, Electric Panda? Yeah, as far as like a cue, like a time frame, it's hard to say because sometimes when I feel like it's gonna be a short live stream, then all of a sudden it's like goes overtime. But sometimes when I feel like it's gonna be a long live stream, it's short, a lot shorter than I think. So as far as like estimates, I honestly I hate to say, but I'd rather, like, I have no idea how long, honestly. Because sometimes I get bombarded with donation submissions. Sometimes it's just, like, you know, no donation submissions and, like, one subscriber submission. So it's a bunch of free ones. So it's free. So I honestly, it's hard to tell at the moment. Currently, it looks like probably in, like, an hour and change before we get to, like, if I look at the current queue. But I don't want to steer you wrong. So... as far as like the overall vibe, I do like the performance overall. Like I've always say that it's especially of tracks like this when it's keys and vocals, you'd have to really make sure that the vocals are cutting through and the vocals are carrying the track. And I feel like your performance over here is definitely confident enough to carry the track overall.
Afraid of the ghosts. I'm so cold.
As far as like critiques goes, mainly I would say some arrangement stuff that we could work on as far as like the vocal arrangement and the overall mix definitely. I know you already know you got a new microphone, so that's already a step in the right direction. So that, again, that's going to do a lot for you because the vocals, they do sound very high-end heavy. What I would love to see, like, what processing you're using on your vocals. Like, what's your vocal chain, just out of curiosity, Jeremiah, if you know off top or if you have it in front of you? Like, what are you doing exactly here to your vocals?
When I say my thoughts, you watched me right, don't let me go. I'm afraid of the ghosts. I'm so cold.
Because it sounds like the highs are being really, really boosted here.
Hearts and warning signs. Before I die, that grave marks the end. I felt the
I do like the high form and shifted vocals here.
that grave marks the end.
I would like it to be like panned a little bit. Off center. The new microphone sounded too warm in my opinion. I'm just not used to it yet though. I tried Grim Vocal Kit, which essentially compresses it. It smooths the compressing the S sounds. I'm not honestly. I would much honestly, if the new microphone sounding warm, I think that's what you need, Jeremiah. Honestly, I think it might be that you're just so used to the other microphone that the new microphone that's because this microphone sounds way too harsh to me. Like you need something to warm up your vocals. Honestly, that's like the main issue. I think you're just so used to hearing your vocals like this that hearing it like through a better microphone, like maybe you just haven't figured out like how to like mix it yet, you know, because it's so different than mixing this microphone. Then I duplicate the layer and boost reverb. I increase the pitch and bam, got you. That's absolutely it has to be, because I would love to, Jeremiah, if you could send me something like a dry signal of your other microphone. Like I would love to hear like did you happen to sing this song dry by any chance, like with the other microphone? Normally the high-end vocals are used for like hyper pop stuff. Yeah, honestly, yeah, you can. Are you talking about like the EQ'd highs, Lefo, or are you talking about like the pitch shifted highs? See, it's actually kind of a common thing that I know that people do, but they tend to tuck it a lot more. I know quite a few artists. What they'll do is like a trick to have more high end in their vocals without it like being very harsh, is pitching it up the octave like that. But usually they send it through the same reverb as like the lead channel, but they'll tuck it like minus 30 dB. We're talking like super tucked in the mix. Both, but specifically EQ. Yeah, no, definitely. I agree, Lefo. I do that before and after. I'll send you the vocals before effects and you'll understand completely. This is with the new microphone, like, right, Jeremiah? Just out of curiosity, or you're because I would love to hear also a version like if a before the effects and after the effects. Like if you could send me that in a DM, because I would love to hear that, and I would also love a version of you singing, if you could sing with the other microphone as well, just so I could hear like the difference sonically, so I could better, you know, guide you as far as like what's the best options, what to do, because I feel like that would significantly help a lot more, because I feel like whatever preset on this vocal is just not it. The preset that you're using, I just feel like we could edit this preset to be a lot like better overall. But I think more acoustically driven songs, you want to rely more on the mid-range frequency. 1,000% Lefo, like nailing it. Exactly. You want the vocals to have a lot more mids and low mids, because you want the vocals to feel like they're almost like in your face, like someone's like singing right in front of you. And when you start to use or use presets or even your microphone like on top of the preset, where they tend to like cut a lot of the low mid information out, you lose a lot of that warmth and presence that you're looking for a ballad like this, which is so important. Yeah. What's going on, Overworld? Welcome to the live. I love using high pitch filters to display vulnerability. Yeah, you can use like high. You can this is with my old mic. You can still like do the pitch shifting stuff and whatnot. Like that, I think is fine, but definitely like the EQ, that needs to be adjusted for sure. Yeah, if you could send me that on Discord, that'd be sick. I'm about to try with my girlfriend for like an hour or two. Do you think I'm gonna miss mine if we go Right. Oh, you're about to be on a train. Honestly, I have. Okay, what I can do, because both you and Jeep Token want to delay your submissions, so I can get into some of the free ones first. If you guys don't mind, just let me know when you guys are back, and that's totally fine. But yes, if you went on a train, yes, you would miss yours technically. Just let me know when you guys are back. First lawn mow of the year today. Listen to Bill Murray for Old Amazing. I have to mow the lawn too, dude. Like, I kind of wanted this track to like end with just piano, like even if it was like, because you're kind of building up, and then it kind of lets out versus if we did some like, let's see, let's see, we go. Okay, there we are. Like if it ended on like a, like if it ended on like the A major chord, like something to just have more solidified ending. Like, I don't know why. I just feel like it would just wrap it together nicely.
I'm alone in this void of fractured light. Am I alive? I think I tried.
OJ McBaggin says, listen to some Matt Mason. Now, my question to you, Jeremiah, do you pitch up the lead or do you do another lead and then pitch it up? Just out of curiosity. How are y'all? Doing good. How are you?
So cold. I watch the soul. Watch the snow from beneath my feet. Not a soul as a closer.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought. I still feel like adding some harmonies would be really nice.
Watch the snow from
even like some like some like oohs and like some would bring so much to the track, like. Because you're like dun 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 dun. Because you could be like. Like, would sound so sick, like some layering. We need some more. I feel like, Jeremiah, a big thing for your production. So two things to take away is, first one, try the new microphone again. And the second thing is the preset. I guess third thing would be vocal arrangements. Like, you could do a lot more than just stacking the vocal and pitching it up an octave. Like, you could do like this, these nice like little things to weave in and out of the vocals, some harmonies, some stacks of the lead, just of the same note, to get it to sound bigger for the hook. Like you got to do a lot of this like vocal arrangement stuff. Like think when you finish a track and you have just the lead vocal, right? How can I make this track pop? And
drifts from our arms, roses, vines, yes, stabbing thorns.
yeah, like Lefo, we're here.
I don't wanna go.
Did my thing? Wait, did I cut off? Sorry guys. Was it like nope? Sorry guys.
I don't wanna go. Fires faded, smiles on them, heart despair.
There you go. Okay, go. Like the dun, 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 dun. I feel like you can have like some like something in there, like this week. Okay, cool. I'm just making sure. Especially some voice of, like, I want some stacks of that. Like, you can stack the hell out of that, Jeremiah. Especially dun 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 dun, you can move dun dun dun, or dun dun dun. Like some of those in there could be saucy. Like I hear a halftime like you could do that. Nah, you're good, Jeremiah. I hear the vision. I hear the vision, OJ McBaggins. But I mean, that's really all I got for you, honestly, dude. Hell yeah. I think yeah, building the intensity at the end, definitely like the harmonies, some layering and whatnot would go a long way. And yeah, that's really all I got for you. I love that chicken jockey is like the majority of you guys. Let me get a new poll going. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. I'm gonna put the poll up for you guys. Here we go. There we go. Cool. Yeah, Geode noticed that. My voice wasn't made for these kind of things, like in Burnout and Don't Go Yet. I have to go a lot of vocal warm-ups and breath control. I mean, that's just the nature of it, dude. And I feel like a lot of it too is like when you have to really think of the key signature as well of things. I feel like finding like a good range for you, a good key signature where you don't feel like you have to like reach so much for the high notes is a big thing that will help you. So don't be afraid to like take the track and like pitch it up and down like a few half steps, or you know, until you feel like, okay, I'm like nailing everything, you know. I'm gonna go see Minecraft this week. Gonna get stoned before and go for it, dude. Though I get bored easily, love pushing my voice and experimental stuff. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, dude. I feel like that's like for me the best bet would be to like experiment with different keys and be like, oh, my voice sounds really good from like A minor to like C sharp minor, right? And then you could be like, well, and then the relative key of that, if it's an A minor, be like, my key, I would sound really good from like C major to like E major, right? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I haven't been here before, but you guys seem super nice. Commentary back and forth. Reviews. Hey, let's go. Appreciate it. You rock, Overworld. Yeah, I try to, like, really, you know, give actual advice, dude. That's the goal. I think I'm a natural D minor. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And then the more and more that you use your vocals, the more you're going to be able to, like, oh my god. Spread that out. I, like, choked on air for a second there. I'm like, fuck. Anywho, we're going to move on to the next one. Thank you so much, Jeremiah. You rock, fam. Let's go. So, we do have Strange One. Here is next. This is We Sacrifice Peace for Shit That We Don't Need. This, okay, damn. So you have some of, like, the most philosophical titles I've ever seen, dude. Like, what inspires you? I feel like I've asked you this before, but, like, how do you think of this shit, man? Let's run it. I appreciate you, Overworld. Your track is next. That was We Sacrifice Peace for Shit That We Don't Need by Strange One. Cool record overall. Thank you so much for submitting as per usual, dude. So, first off, love the atmospheric vibes. It's funny because, like, when I was loading up the track, I forgot that I changed my background for Google, and it was, like, putting me into outer space, dude. Sick track overall. By the way, Overworld, since you did donate $10, you can technically submit another song if you want to as well. You could just update the form and it'll automatically update on my end. So, as far as, like, the overall track, like, I think the vibe is very, I think you definitely nailed, like, an outer space kind of vibe if you're going for that. Like, that's just the nature of when you do have, like, these pads. Like, the first thing I feel like, just because it's so installed in us for these, like, slow revolving action pads, you know, to the first thing you always think of is, like, outer space, like, just because that's just all the commercials and whatnot. they tend to use those pads. And the overall drum programming, it's sick. Let's get it. Like, overall, the instrumental is like, it's simple and it works. So as far as, like, critiques go that I would say for this track, first things first, I know it's hard because of the way that pads are. Sometimes it's hard to hear the individual notes of what's going on, because a lot of the times that pads, they're almost very clustered together, the notes that are in them. So it's always really hard. I think send another one. I'll send it. Hey, let's go. We basically don't know if I should add more to it or just leave it basic. Honestly, that's up to you entirely. What's going on, Joe? How we feeling? Oh, I'm pretty sure the sample is from Silent Hill. Okay, got you. If I think of another, yeah, no, hell yeah. It's the first song I've made in a year after taking a break. Let's go! Hell yeah, dude. If I had more, yeah. Definitely OJ McBaggins. I definitely totally agree. If there are no vocals, like if it all depends like what the end goal of the track is. If you're looking to like have an artist hop on top of it, I think having it empty is definitely the wave, because then an artist isn't fighting some sort of like melodic idea. But if you're looking to have it like be a standalone track, definitely needs to add some sort of melodic idea in there to drive the track. Plus the bass notes, I feel like because of like the track, like I see your problem. It's because it's like slightly detuned. Notice? Notice it's like a little bit off. That's why the bass isn't locking in. Yeah, so a lot of the times, like I know you're using BandLab. I don't know if there's a way to edit the sense or the tuning of a sample or whatnot, but the sample is a little bit out of tune. So what I would say, yeah, definitely be careful. I would definitely tune the sample first. I feel like you can make beats that are for rapping, but without rapping, so I feel stuck in the middle of it. That's just, I get that. I'm good, my dude. Just been writing lyrics to the chorus top line for the track. Hey, let's go! Let's go. I've been good. I can't complain. I've been chilling. No, I'm excited to hear. Let's get it. I wish the drums, like, you know how I showed you, like, about, like, humanizing the drums? Like, they feel still a bit stiff. Like, I want some, like, less locked in so much to the grid. And I know you could do that with BandLab, with the randomized feature, I believe. I do like the panning of the hi-hats. Honestly, I definitely feel like if you tune the background stuff and then added some sort of like melody idea, again, like you have to tune the background, or else like adding a melody on top will sound super like, watch this. Like if I like try to add like a melody on top like right now. Notice how it's like super like fighting the track because it's out of tune. Like that's kind of where the issue lies. I think you could brighten up the clap with some EQ. But like, yeah, that's exactly like it does feel a bit robotic, but definitely that's the wave, tuning the track. I'm pretty sure the original sample is in F sharp. I tuned the different chords to A sharp, but I'm not sure. You mean okay, I see what you're saying. The original sample was in F sharp. Yeah, it's just definitely just. You just have to like tune it with the track, and I know that there's like in Ableton, I know there's a way to like raise things up with sense and whatnot, but I again, like BandLab, I'm not familiar if it has that availability, but I'm sure something online, if you typed in like tuning it like or like raising the pitch or something by sense, I'm sure you could find something. Thank you so much for the follow, you rock fam. And that's really all I got for you, dude. Like, honestly. Bum, bum. Let's see. I'm too lazy to like one-shot Mom Spaghetti, record it in one take and send it in. Look, like it's like 1 cent sharp. Look, there ain't like everyone makes music differently, dude. So I don't even like I don't even like judge anyone's process. You know what I'm saying? Daniel knows. Yeah, Daniel knows. Daniel knows. Yeah, it is the sauce. I am a fan of the Alicia Keys. Like that's what I tend to use for all my demos and whatnot. It is the sauce, especially like if you like mess around with like if you like really EQ some of the high end out of it. It sounds so warm. But again, thank you so much, Strange One. I hope that's helpful. Let's see. Someone said if you use FL. Let's see. Someone said I just saw the comment. If you use FL, you could use Wave Candy to see the notes in a pad. Thank you, Geode. Good to know. Let's go. We have Overworld is next with the song Crushin'. So let's run it. So they said that this is the first song that they've worked on since like in a year. So let's see. Honestly, that sometimes you make the best stuff after just taking a long break from doing music. FL Studio, my beloved. I know I'd be using like Pro Tools, guys. Like I'm like the only person that's doing Pro Tools. What's poppin'? What's going on, people on Twitch? How we feeling? So let's run it. This is Crushin'. Let's go. That was Crushin'. That was by Overworld. Let's go. Love the overall vibe as far as like what's going on melodically with the track, the vocals. I think you have a great tone. Overall, let me throw the new poll up for you real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. I love that. Well, you were doing like some arpeggio going on. Love it. Really cool sound design with the synths and everything.
I can't breathe when you trust me like that.
Good arrangement overall. I do agree with OJ McBaggins as far as the overall critiques go for the track. I think mainly is the mixing on the track. I feel like the mixing could use some sauce. I definitely agree with OJ McBaggins. It definitely is the OJ McBaggins. It is like a big thing as far as like the distortion on the bass right now. And I know I'm like a huge advocate for like, yeah, I love me some distorted bass, but it's got to be some tamed distorted bass. That's the key. That's the key, because with the current way that the bass is right now, you're kind of losing a lot of the subs, because when you push a sound super loud, right, going into like a limiter or like a clipper or something like that, what ends up happening is that you start to sacrifice some of other stuff in the mix, because the mix, think of a mix like it's a puzzle piece, right? If your bass is like too much, it's gonna basically be like the whole puzzle, right? Will be just one piece, and then everything else has to like kind of try to fit in the mix overall, right? And especially if it's getting smashed down by a limiter, you're gonna lose a lot of that like sub sauce when you start to play these things on like big monitor speakers, or like your if you go to perform this at like a club or something with subwoofers, like you'll start to lose a lot of that sauce you're looking for. Like season a meal, for real. Honestly, that's a good analogy too. Like getting the perfect seasoning, you know what I'm saying? Not too much salt, not too much pepper, you know, not too much what's that called? Not too much garlic powder or whatever, oregano, you know, paprika and stuff like that. You want the perfect amount of everything. So the first things first that I would highly recommend doing is, I think you have a great bass sound, I would just turn it down. And when you turn it down, because what ends up happening is your vocals right now are really getting drowned out in the mix, which I would love some more vocal. Yeah, you can still have, like, don't get me wrong, still have your bass, like you could still distort your bass and everything, but still leave some more room for your vocals to pop, because your vocals, it's really hard, like in the current mix, to have the clarity of the vocals that I would like to hear. Which I love what's going on panning wise as well. Like, I think you have a lot of really creative effects that are going on. Again, like akin to like your hyper pop sound that's going on. But so it's more about distortion. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you could still like have it super like in your face, distorted, but still leave room for the vocals. Especially sorry if I'm selfish, boom boom. Like you could like even add like effects like sorry if I'm selfish, ding ding boom. Like some like cool shit like that. Some more breaks would go cool. Which all that would be is just like, you know, your vocals would definitely need to be like up a good like maybe 3 to 5 decibels to really cut through. Which means you have to lower the bass around that much, so for the vocals to be able to cut through like that. And you would use instead, like, for example, like a clipper on the master bus, something like Oxford Inflator or something like along those lines, when you do turn the bass down, because you'll still be able to get a ton of punch out of it. It's just a matter of just the balancing. Literally the comparison I'm about to say, like the bass in this is garlic. We all fucking love garlic. If you have too much, yeah, exactly, Joe, exactly. What's going on, Tiki?
Just felt caught in it. It's so was past mistakes. Thought we was over there. They say I'm crushing. Like I won't.
Like, I love what's going on vocally so much. I wish I could hear it more, man, you know? Like,
Make the move. Wish we were better. No more saying I.
and what I would say for the ARP, and I know that it's really cool, you have the... Just be careful when the chords are changing underneath, right? That you still want the ARP to be reflecting those changes. I know you said you didn't produce it, but you have to be careful. Like, it might technically be in the key, right? So we're at we're technically in the key of A major, right? I believe. It's A major, F sharp minor. Either way, same notes, right? And this is doing F sharp minor arpeggio here. Yeah, because you go A major chord to F sharp minor chord, right? Yeah, you're going back and forth. So this is what you're doing, right? So this is the chords. You're doing this kind of. Like, yeah. So you're doing this 1-6. I believe it's 1-6-5, right? Yeah, 1-6. 1-6-4. Okay, 1-6-4. You're doing. So you want to make sure that your F sharp, because when you have your chord here, your D major chord, and you add this kind of like. This can, like, it can be akin to being a little bit crunchy when you start switching to some of these from some of these chords, even though technically it's still in the key. Just be careful with context is all that matters. I would definitely do some frequency specific ducking during the. Oh no, totally. Yeah, some side chaining too, Joe Carter, would be like totally the wave. Like what I like to do sometimes in super heavy mixes like this when they're super dense, because a lot of like your sound design is taking up a lot of frequency bands, a bandwidth. So because of just the nature of just synths just tend to have a lot of these overtones, right? I like to side chain the vocals slightly to some of the synths so that, and then there's some plugins that are pretty saucy for this. Like, I do recommend, like, Soothe if you can, but Soothe is also... Ow. Oh, wow. Hi, cat. I just felt claws go right into me. Hi, come here, kitty. But Track Spacer is really good as well, because what Track Spacer allows you to do with the sidechain is it allows you to set the exact frequencies that are sidechaining, so it's not that are ducking, so it's not competing for space with the overall... for example, you don't want to get rid of your sub frequencies, but you want it to cut through your mids. So you would basically send your vocals to this and then do something like this so you could keep some of the subs, and then if you want to as well, keep some of the high end out so you could really focus the sidechain frequencies, and it's like an intelligent sidechain. It's really saucy, and it like kind of like sees where your vocals are hitting, and it ducks like according to the frequencies, like how much it's ducking versus how a normal sidechain will just duck all frequencies equally. That's pretty saucy. Right, Kitty? What do you think? One thing my mentors taught me was to put an EQ and analyzer on the master and see where there's too little or too many frequencies. That's good at mixing accordingly, which would be useful here. Yeah, honestly, that's pretty... and then A/B that with, like, for example, like mixes that you like that are in that genre, the hyperpop stuff would be nice. I prefer Soothe. I will like pick Soothe every time over Track Spacer. The reason why like Track Spacer I recommend is because it's a quarter of the price. That's why. Soothe if you want to like pay $200 for a plugin. Like I get not everyone wants to spend that much on one plugin, so I always recommend Track Spacer because it's like $50 new. But yeah, I'd choose Soothe over that plugin like every time, honestly. I run a 30 band EQ visualizer all the time on my master. Hell yeah, OJ McBaggins. Hell yeah. That's sick. It's fun. It's funny. I tend to like do that when I get into like the mastering stage. If I'm like doing like a mix, like I tend to just use my ears and like reference tracks and whatnot. But if I go into like do like a master bus, that's like the way. I feel like a caveman listening to y'all talk about quantum physics. Nah, dude, Slit. That's why you're here, right? That's why we do these, man. Like, if you ever need me to break down any sort of ideas, like that, like feel free to like, you know, like that's why we're here. That's why we do these live streams, to like help you guys like learn some of this stuff, you know, because I know that shit's complicated. Oh, for sure, Traxper is good if you just want speed. Whereas, yeah, Soothe is like so good. I love Soothe. I use it on like everything, man. Like, I use it on the master bus sometimes, dude. When I'm doing mastering, like I just did a master earlier, actually today, and I use Soothe on the master bus because, like, you know, you have a stereo, so I want to tame some of the high frequencies a bit. So I use Soothe for that, and it was like fucking magic. I love that shit so much. But overall, yeah, that's really all I have as far as critiques go for your track. If you have any other tracks, like feel free to submit it through the same link. And yeah, you literally have another line skip. So just let me know. All right. But I hope that's helpful. I know if you ever need me to like break things down more or less, like just let me know, because like I know sometimes I'll like spew a lot of information out very fast. and I know sometimes like things like side chaining, like not everyone is like aware of how to like necessarily do that. So if you ever need like a breakdown, I got you. Okay, first there was a rock, then a rock made a sound, a rock hit other rock. That's right. And now we have negative harmony and plugins like Soothe to tame resonant frequencies out of its source material that you could use also as a sidechain feature that you could use to duck certain frequencies out of other sounds. Where, yeah, if you think of think about the more and more you get into like music production, the more and more like nerdy it sounds. You ever notice that? Like being like starting doing production, you're like, oh wow, that's so cool, and blah blah blah. That dude's so cool, and then you like hear all the terminology, like, bro, this is just one big like nerd jargon. But like I'm a nerd, so I'll take it any day of the week. Let's get it. But thank you so much overall. I hope that's helpful. Feel free if you ever have any questions, and you can always update the form for the next track. But yeah, I know if we weren't chosen, we were forgotten. I don't think they're here right now, so we will skip to some of the free submissions for today. So fire made sound, but fire sound not rhythmic, so we say bye fire. Honestly. Man, for real, I got deep into really technical side of stuff. My streams and half my viewers are like, huh, cool. The rest are just, I have no idea what you just said. Exactly, Joe Carter, exactly. Yeah, but honestly, it's like, what you find is a lot of it really mainly is like most artists don't really care about the engineering thing, which I totally get it. That's why, you know, they're means to hire, you know, others and whatnot to do that for you. But like, some people genuinely do want to learn that stuff, so I don't want to, like, you know, gloss over things like that for people who want to, you know. Oh, not now. Okay, cool. So I'll skip yours for now then, and just let me know. Yeah, you saw Jeep Token. that just let me know when you're back. So without further ado, this is Zorg. We're going to get to some of the free submissions. If you haven't hit subscribe, what are you doing? We do these twice a week. We do this every Tuesday and every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're almost at 700. Let's go! So this is the first free submission we're going to do today. So this is Disappear Without a Trace by Zorg. So this is some ambiguous stuff. Let's run it. So we are probably going to get to all of the free ones at this rate. Awesome! That's the 1 minute and 30-second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was Disappear Without a Trace by Zorg. Let's go! Cool track overall. I think, what's it called? Lefo's trying to figure out what synths that you're using. So they're saying that it was 3 times oscillator, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, definitely some funky timing. Overall, yeah, Zorg tends to make very experimental stuff, so that's something to be expected now of Zorg. So really cool stuff. But I would say, as far as like the progression of everything, like, sounds cool. I would just, as far as critiques go, just be careful of the timing of things, because it seems like there are some slight timing discrepancies here and there. I don't know if you were going for like maybe like a weird time signature polyrhythm kind of thing, which if that case, definitely I do hear the vision with that. I would honestly tame some of the high end of that synth. I think definitely some more upfrontness with the drums overall. The synths are a bit overpowering everything at the moment. And everything feels very mono. I wish there was some more stereo spread on the mix overall, but cool track overall. Thank you so much for submitting. You rock, dude. We'll move on to the next one. Thank you so much for submitting. We have... Oh, damn, we have Riley Old. We have Disconnected. Oh, shit. Here we go. This is Alm. I'm totally saying your name wrong, and I know it. Ow, hi, kitty. My cat's trying to take my shirt off for some reason. He's, like, clawing my shirt. What's going on, dude? He's on my lap currently, and he's being weird. Let's run it. That was 1 minute 30-second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was Riley Old, Disconnected. That's what I'm talking about. Overall, yeah, definitely a cool track. I do like the synth sound design. It almost has like this whistly synth going on, which is nice. The side chain, that kind of ducking effect is really nice. As far as like critiques go, I definitely agree with Aton that it does take a bit long to develop. I would like some more progression. Definitely, I feel like you could add some more ear candy stuff, because it feels like this is like a good skeleton of a track. But now how I always look at it is like, how do we make this track special? How do we make this track stand out, you know? Like add some like cool, like maybe if you did like some I don't want to say like toms or something, like something like swung almost, like maybe even like introduce like a high synth. I know you do like this, right? But maybe if you add some like another synth that's doing those like those kind of like the lead line, underneath, but like maybe even like a harmony, but it like kind of like swells up in volume would be cool. We like some more panning on that hi-hat. It could be panned further out to the left or the right, just to give some more spread of the drums overall. I'm not a fan of that snap sound, but that's really all I got for you. Thank you so much for submitting. You rock, fam. Let's go. Cool track, fam. Let's get it. Yeah, sweep or two, like one of those like noise riser things would be really cool. Even like a reverse crash here and there could be nice, you know. How do we add the sauce? The sauce. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. I feel like that's always the hardest thing, is just like really layering stuff. Like, cause it's once you get to a certain point, like it's a matter of like you get happy with the way the track is, but now it's just like adding those like final touches that makes it like, you know, unique. And I feel like that's always really like the hardest thing to do as like a producer, is to add those things. Sometimes, like, a lot of the times, like, I struggle for that kind of thing, too, sometimes. Like, if I've worked on a track for a long time, right, and it feels like I'm just, like, forcing an idea out there. Like, there's this one track that I shit you not, we've been working on, like, I've been working on with this artist for, like, not even joking, 2 years. And it just feels like it's just, like, forcing ideas out, and just it's just, like, not working, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just the nature of it sometimes. Like, sometimes you just come up with ideas, sometimes you don't. But next we have Bounce by Logan B. Let's run it. Oh shit, Logan. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Let's go. That was Logan B. Bounce. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, dude. Oh, shit. We got a project from dude. Oh, yeah. 2025. Dude wasn't playing around. He was like, hey, yo, I'm going to release a project this time around. Hell yeah, man. So that was Bounce by Logan B. Cool track overall. Like, very interesting sound design. I think that, like, very interesting, like, arrangement overall. Like, you use a lot of these, like, these sounds that aren't so, like, your atypical, you know, production sounds. I think that you get a lot of experimental with some of the, as far as like the arrangement of your tracks overall. I think there's a lot of really cool stuff going on here. Dun, 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 dun. Is that a Foreman shift on the 808? It sounds cool, says someone in the chat. Let us know, Logan. What I would say as far as like critiques go on this, I do feel like definitely would like some more punch on that snare there. I would lower some, like, I feel like overall some volume balancing would be beneficial here, just really just making sure that those drums are on front and some of this, I feel like you notice how there's a big volume jump when it goes to with this. There's a lot of this low mid mud there. What an interesting sound that bass is. Maybe panning out some of your elements like those hi-hats would be nice. I hear what you're doing with the panning there. Cool. But definitely would recommend maybe using some EQ and do some some multiband compression and doing some tone shaping with some of these sounds would go a long way. But that's really it, dude. Thank you so much for submitting. You rock, dude! Hell yeah, Logan B. Hell yeah. Jeep Token, let me know whenever you're good to go and we're going to run it. So this is Wishing for a New Day by OJ McBaggins. Let's go! Do. Let's run it. Oh shit! Thank you so much, Aton. That's the 1 minute and 30-second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was OJ McBaggins, Wishing for a New Day. That's what I'm talking about. This is definitely my favorite of yours so far, dude. Like, straight up. Let's go. Super groovy. Like that's actually one of my favorite chord progressions is that one. That's what I'm talking about. I can just... Like those chords are so spicy. Let's go. And I know I played it in another key, but yeah, you got the ideas. R&B chords, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I love me some R&B, man. Like R&B has some of the spicy chords, spiciest chords, man. And super jazz influenced, of course. Such a nice jam session. Like, I don't know what to say negative about it. Like there's not really anything negative here. Like it feels like a jam session, but it feels it feels purposeful. I like the drum groove. I like the guitar. Like what's going on. It's simple, but it works. Like. Like it's just a groove. Like what more do you want, right? Like it works. It flows. It feels like I should be doing work listening to this. Like I should be doing like paperwork listening to this stuff. just sit there. I just think of like you know how like again, like this might be dating myself too, but you know, in SpongeBob, like dude, when they're like, we should listen to freeform jazz, and they're like dude, and then it starts like this avant-garde saxophone starts playing, and like this feels like that should. Yeah, I think, but that's like, yeah, that's just the nature. I know OJ McBaggins tries to keep it very like, you know, natural. There are like a few, yeah, as you were saying, Eitan, like a few notes in there, but that's part of the jazz. That's part of the jazz. I don't know. I got nothing else, dude. Nice work, man. Hell yeah. OJ McBaggins. Hell yeah, dude. We got OJ McBaggins killing it with the jam session. OJ McBaggins. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. My shirt is covered in cat hair. Holy shit. Thanks, dude. Mans needs a brushing. Next, we have Eitan. This is a donation submission. We're going to be listening to it in its entirety. Nah, Eitan, nah. No, I think that's valid too. Like, of course, like if you're looking for it to be like a more like if you want it to be more of like a polished thing instead of a jam session, I think that's totally valid advice. So this is Indie Funk by Eitan. We got some indie funk. Let's run it. This is like, I have like cat hair all over me. That was Indie Funk by Eitan. Let's go. Let me get another poll running. Sick track. That's what I'm talking about. I love them chords. Yeah, the breakdown, Electric Pen. I totally agree. The breakdown was super spicy.
This was a certified banger.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. I love the chords. I love the groove. The bass line is spicy. It reminds me like of like the guitar sound. I don't know why I just the guitar sound that you have in there reminds me of like 90s R&B in the sense like just like the sound design of it. I don't know why I think of that. Lefo, we back at it! I hear the vision, Eitan. Eitan, you gotta get like some real like players on this shit. Like I'm telling you, like I hear the vision. I know this would go ham with like a bass player just like I'm gonna marry that drum kit, says Lepo. Especially I feel like the drum kit, like having like a real kit, like a player just going ham with the ghost notes and everything. Like even like I would even do like, honestly, I hear yeah, exactly. I know, Eitan, I know, I hear it in my head. Like I don't know why I just picture like a crash for that one hit here. Like right, boom, when that chord change, boom, like kind of like break almost like. I feel like it could be like more emphasizing some of the hits on that section there. Definitely panning those like those crash to I would like some more panning on those. I like with the hi-hats. Oh, you felt like it was too much? Oh, nah, maybe it's the type of crash. Because maybe you go for like a more like a lighter one, more like a splash almost. Instead of like a hard I feel like the ride cymbal could be more active here. To make the track move a bit more. Like nah, dude. No, I mean, all things considered, like, this sounds like a great, like, I mean, all things considered, like, they're VSTs. Like, there's only so much you can really do about it. But I just hear the vision, you know? Same here. I think you could turn down those crashes a little bit. Oh, that's fire. Right, exactly. Super funky. Love it. I just know having those harmonies carry over those chord changes are going to be so spicy. Like, the voice leading is going to be so cool for that shit. Like, especially the bridge section, like... A bit less than the hi-hat there. I would just automate that. But I mean, like... that with the right vocalist is gonna go ham. That's gonna go ham, Aton. That's gonna go ham. That's gonna go crazy. Like, it's gotta be like a vocalist that could just go ham with the harmonies and just have like really nice lush stacks, and then like really like arrange those harmonies so like there isn't like a lot of movement. So you just get these like held out like chords that just go crazy. Even like having like some of them be like super dissonant would be really nice too. Going into oh, I just hear the vision. that shit goes crazy. Do 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 do. Jakari sounds like Superior Drummer 3. Don't recognize the ride. Yeah, I think whatever, you could just test it out and whatnot. I think like also like if you do have, I know for each track like getting real drummers is like that without having your own kit and setup, like that's like almost like like for like the amount of money that's like shelling out for tracks. But sometimes it is beneficial to get some real drummers. Like if you really fuck with the whatever the vocalist does, like don't be afraid to hire a drummer either. Like I feel like that could go a long way. But I love arranging vocal harmonies. That's my favorite shit to do sometimes, is like the vocal harmony stacks and everything. Like, especially when you just, like, sometimes when the vocalist is just, like, nailing it, too, you're just like, one more time, and then just, like, stack. All right, next note. Stack. Like just going crazy with it. It's always a ton of fun. But, yeah, thank you so much for submitting. Aton, I don't really have anything else. I mean, it sounds fucking sick. Maybe just the last thing is to warm up the bass a hair and you're good. The drums is nice if you want something super easy to use, but I don't think it has the depth and realism that Superior Drummer 2, so Superior Drummer 3 does. I think that's a fair assessment. It might sound better like out of the gate, but like when you get down to the settings, like you could edit you can customize like the settings a lot more. Hell yeah. This is Jeep Token. The Summoning. Sleep Token, but Vessel is obsessed with his Jeep. In celebration, we have a special thing going on here. To be honest, I feel like it depends on the circle you're in. A lot of hip-hop rap guys say they want to implement the acoustic drum samples, go for addicted drums. But a lot of people usually work with acoustic drums, go to Superior Drummer. Yeah, I think that's really it. That's really a super sick way to put it. Hold on. And I feel like, especially with like the hip hop drums, like you really want to saturate the hell out of them a lot of the times. I get them to sound very like vintagey, like vinyl-y, you know. So I feel like you can get away with a lot of, like if the drum sound design isn't so like perfect, you can get away with that if you just use like a shit ton of saturation on it anyways. So of course it always helps if the source material is like, you know, stronger, but it's a lot less of the legwork trying to get it to sound how you want it to. But you know, let's run it. This is Jeep Token. Oh, there we go.
The Summoning. cheap token.
We're gonna have the rubber donkey. Let's go.
I've got a river that I wanna drive through. I've got a mud trail peeling out too. It's modern day, yeah, it's something I do. A taste of four-wheel drive. Steel frame and body, wheeling road, yeah. The sky above me, dirt below. Drive cheap, where's the edge? I want to go and four-wheel drive. Go and four-wheel drive. Steel frame and body, wheel and road. The sky above, the dirt below. Red Jeep, yeah. Don't take for granted it's a gift from God. Or are we really here to drive Jeep soft? Oh, baby, just to turn Jeep on. 'Cause these days, I won't be dying if my tire goes flat. I thought ahead, I've got a plan for that. Oh, baby, there's a spare on back. I've got a river that I wanna drive through. I've got a mud trail peeling out too. It's modern day, yeah, it's something I do. A taste of four-wheel drive. Steel frame and body, wheel and road. The sky above, the dirt below. It's modern day, yeah, it's somewhere to go. A taste of four-wheel drive.
Whoa. That was Jeep Token, the summoning. Also, congrats on the success of the channel, dude. Dude's gonna beat me in subscribers. Let's get it. Let's go.
This was
Hell
a
yeah,
certified
dude.
banger.
I have nothing against the band though. I just don't dig it. Yeah, honestly, it's as far as like I much prefer Jeep Token over Sleep Token. I'll take Jeep Token over Sleep Token every day of the week. Honestly. Like the mixing, don't get me wrong, the instrumentals on their stuff, it goes hard. Like the instrumental goes hard of their stuff. And I love the clever play on words that you do with the Jeeps and everything. It's so amusing, dude. And I know I did peep some of the comments and everything earlier. Someone was saying like these just keep getting better and better. The Tire Messenger. Like I love that you're getting like a following out of this shit. Like, let's fucking go. That stream. Man, I can't get over how close to Jack Black his voice sounds. Yeah, honestly. And for Tenacious D, yeah, the Contortionist. Yeah, I'm familiar with like Tesseract. Personally, I did listen to a lot of actually like Good Tiger. I believe the vocalist of Good Tiger used to be the vocalist of Tesseract. Correct me if I'm wrong. I was like super into Good Tiger and Periphery and all of that back in like the mid 2010s. Elliot Collin. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured, yeah. Yeah, I saw a Good Tiger live. They were killer.
Oh, and this much.
Yeah, look, Stormy, like I swear if Jeep Token doesn't get noticed from Sleep Token, I'd be highly disappointed. Like, you're getting a following pretty damn fast, dude. So if you just keep doing this shit, I'm sure one day like they're gonna repost your shit. I really wouldn't be surprised. Like,
I've got a river that I wanna drive through. I've got a mud.
I really wouldn't be surprised if they started sharing your shit and you just saw a bunch of stuff, which would be funny. Honestly, like, it's a really high quality cover overall. Like, what's there to say, dude? Like, it sounds clean. I love the cleverness of it overall. Like, I think, like, as I've already put a thing in your honor here, I learned enough through CGI about CGI to animate the duck myself. Did you like? How did you do that? Did you use Blender? Like, what'd you use for that? That's pretty great. Are you in the queue? Let me see. Let me see. Is Karma in the queue? Yeah, I do have yours, Karma. Yes, Blender. Okay, that's what I figured. That's pretty fantastic. I mean, I really got nothing to say, dude. Like I think it's a solid cover. I think your vocals, like as people have been saying, sound like Jack Black almost. But yeah. Personally, like I I love your version of the songs. Like to me personally, your version of the songs are great. Like the songs, like you can't knock the mixes on these shits. Like Sleep Token's mixes are super nice. But for me personally, like I feel like Sleep Token, like the band, that's high praise. I'm a JP Stan. Let's go. Hell yeah, dude. No, Tenacious D had some bangers, man. Like, I love Tribute. Like, I love the metal. I even know how to play that shit on the guitar, the whole thing. I love that. I love, dude, shit. This is just a tribute. But yeah, that's really all I got, man. As far as like Sleep Token, I just feel like as far as like the Sleep Token, like the regular Sleep Token, like I just feel like the vocals of Sleep Token, like it never really grabbed me. Wonderful, yeah, yeah, it never really grabbed me. Like I feel like the performance overall, like the arrangements, like it just feels like there isn't any like excitement to me personally. Like I really love, like I just never felt like the energy or anything from the tracks, like. And I get the same thing, like, trying to listen to, like, Ghost. Like, it just wasn't it for me. Like, I tried listening to, like, a bunch of different bands. And it's just like, this isn't, like, the energy just isn't hitting as much as that I would like it to, you know? So, that's really all I got. Double Team. Oh, yeah! I also love Ghost. That's pretty funny. I never personally got into like Deftones either for the same reason. I know that that's probably like that's like a lot of people. They're like, whoa. But I just feel like Deftones, I don't know, it just wasn't my thing trying to get into them. It just, I don't know. It was the other thing where I just felt like it wasn't like it wasn't like fun to or like exciting to listen to for me. I don't know. But man, I love Deftones. See, that's what I'm saying. I know a lot of people love Deftones out there, but I tried. I couldn't. The original voice, yeah. Yeah. I genuinely tried to get into them. I just couldn't. I don't know why. It just wasn't for me, you know. It's totally cool. But we got an athesis. So we do have 2 tracks, and then I'll load up the tracks that were submitted during the live stream. So Stormy's, yours will be first after I load up everything. Yes, I do have yours. Just confirming. So this is Bitch at the Dosis. Once I load up the tracks that were like during the live stream, yours is first. What did you change?
I'ma get my money right. I don't want him 'cause he got me fucking tight. Fuck, I'm just here for the fucking ride. I'ma tuck it right in, I'ma fucking slide.
I got a handful of splinters, trigger happy with my pistol, shooting rounds at these motherfuckers, dropping parties off, flowing in the river. I got coal in my lungs, dark capping in my liver, driving in that whip, going fast, burning up the stash, black rims draped in golden glitter, and I'm showing up to deliver 300 shots from hell down on your home, bitch.
Bitch, 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 you a motherfucking itch. I don't want you, I'ma leave you in a ditch. Now your ass run over.
So that was Bitch by Athesis featuring Glock. Cool track overall, interesting overall, very weird instrumental, but it works. I wasn't expecting that for the hook. We just start chanting bitch, bitch, bitch. Cool track, dude. Overall, I thought you definitely have like this like super like
Fuck.
I don't even know. It just feels sinister, like the track overall, which I think is what you're going for. Considering the picture, like it seems like you're going for that. What I would say as far as critiques go for this, I personally would love more of the overall vocals in the mix brought up for sure. Maybe lowering the drums slightly in favor of just slightly more bass frequencies. Like the kick drums and whatnot. Definitely some more compression sauce on the especially the stacked vocals. I'm not a fan of the hook, I'll be honest. Especially when you do perfect rhymes like bitch and ditch, like it just comes off a little cliche. So just be careful of that. I always say, like, especially like I remember when I was like working with a bunch of writers that. And like the number one thing that we were always like told, like when we were doing like writing sessions, is to always avoid, like if you can, perfect rhymes. So, because they could come off as cheesy or cliche. So just be careful of that. So without further ado, thank you so much for submitting. You rock. Not saying that every song in the world doesn't need, can't have a perfect rhyme in there, but like rule of thumb kind of things. I just always think back to that. So thank you so much for submitting. You rock, dude. Guys, be sure to vote for Song of the Stream. So I do have as a cue. So I do have DJ Minone, DJ Minone. Then I'm going to be loading up the tracks that were submitted during the live stream. So I do have Stormy will be next. Then I have Geode. Then I have Karma, WDB. Then I have Lefo. Then I have James, then I have Slit, then I have Amira Ngarde, then I have Fabled, then I have Liam Lohman. Liam Lohman, if you could submit a link instead, because I can't, I only take links. So if you could edit the form, you should be able to just load up the form again. So that's what I have as far as like the queue goes. I don't know if you hear your name. Dang. Yeah, I know. Sometimes you see the rolls and you're like, damn, that sucks. Like I rolled a 1 once. But then today someone rolled a 100, which was like wild. I've never seen that. You get 5 times the points if you roll a 99 or a 100, fun fact. And it's 3 times the points if it's 51 or higher. This is Connecting to the Nature Servers by DJ Minone. So that was the 1 minute 30-second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was Connecting to the Nature Servers by DJ Minone. Let's get it. Yeah, Lefo, I know. I read it like that. Cool track overall. Like it has this, like I do like the some of these like cutesy synths they have going on towards the end. Interesting. I would say percussive ideas. I do like how big some of the synths sound. As far as like critiques go, that I would say I do feel like some of the sound design, especially like I'm not a fan of some of the drum sounds overall. I feel it does sound a bit empty. Like there was some more like rhythmic stuff going on to drive the track, like it maybe something that's like, you know, keeping the rhythm more. All done. It is all done now. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you for doing that. You rock, dude. I'm just confirming. Let me see. Got it. Thank you so much for dropping the link. You rock, dude. But cool track overall. I just feel like those small small changes were good. Send you my vocal mix setup as well as what my old microphone sounds like without effects overall over Insta. Okay, got it. I can confirm I did see a message from you, so just confirming. But yeah, that's all I got. Thank you so much, DJ Manone. You rock, fam. Let me put up a poll as I load up the tracks. Guys, be sure to vote for the song. And I'm going to load up the tracks that were submitted during the live stream now. And in the meantime, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button or the like button. We're so close to 700. I don't know. We may have already hit 700, but I can't see the updated values. So there we go. Just making sure we have Stormy's track. Let's go. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Nauseous Rap. You rock, dude. Your track will be next. Sorry, Stormy, you're going to have to wait for another one. I'm sorry, Stormy. But we do have a donation submission, so let me throw the link in there. I'm just copying and pasting this. Boom. There we go. Cool. Just making sure that we have this. In the meantime, as I load up the rest of the tracks that were submitted in the live stream, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We release twice a week, every Tuesday and every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, here we go. We're going to load up the rest of the tracks. So we ended at DJ Manone. So we go Geode, Karma, WDB. Then we have Lefo. Then we have James. Then we have Slit. Then we have Mara and Grande, then we have Fabled, then we have Liam. Thank you so much again for updating the link. You rock, dude. We're good. So sorry if you hear a bunch of tracks playing at once. YouTube for some reason wants to auto play when you load tracks up. I don't know why. Whose track was this? Sickery, whoever that was who submitted Sickery. Your track, it says track was not found. So if you could update your link, that would be ideal. Everyone else's came through though, so we should be good. I think this was Amira on Garde. That's your track. If you could update that would be sick. So without further ado, we're gonna play Nauseous. This is FFFB Reimagined, produced by Gage Lane. That's what I'm talking about. Do. Let's go. You're all good. Okay, phew. Don't worry, Stormy, you know people will be waiting to hear it. That's right. Yeah, Stormy, I am I late? How am I reviewed your track so long ago, dude. So technically, yes. I did do your track already. So here we are. We're going to play Nauseous. Let's run it. But you could rewind back and listen.
Maybe with this one, have fun. But on the second date, I jumped the gun and told the gate, just visiting my girlfriend. I was certain you agreed. 3 days later, Mother's Day 2018, met the whole family. I was the photographer. In retrospect, that picture was 1,000 words, but we were too busy falling in love. Feet first, flat broke,
from Detroit to Windsor every weekend. First from Detroit to Windsor every weekend. First flat. Until she gets an apartment in St. Catharines, she's thinking about going to Brock for college. It will be selfish of me to try and stop it. I guess that all that I need is to breathe for options. Are we breaking up? Do we expire in a couple months? Are you brave enough to give away your trust? Because all we have is us. But my train of thought questions, is the flame gone? Prove me wrong. All we have is us. Are you brave enough to prove me wrong? All we have is us. Prove me wrong. I'm willingly headstrong with all these worries I really fought, and out of fear I found an idea. What if I move here? She just stared. All eyes, all ears, it was clear as day. A will away. I'ma commit till I get hurt. I'ma commit till I get hurt. I'ma commit till I get hurt. To me, this way is worthwhile. To me, this wait is worthwhile. All smiles. Here's to another mile. On the dashboard, let's fast forward to the horrors of happiness, the straight to DVD sequel in which I die in the first 30 minutes. And you thought Oxy was some ish. In the first 30 minutes, I die. In the first 30 minutes, I die. Feet first, flat broke from Detroit to Windsor every weekend. I die. Cause all we have is us. Are you brave enough? Are you brave enough? Cause all we have is us. I'ma commit till I get hurt.
That's cool. Let's go! That was FFFB Reimagined, produced by Gage Lane. That was Nauseous on the track. Sick track overall. I love the swing of the drums. It was like that Jay Dilla type vibes. Like, bass super up front, drums are knocking. I love the panning overall. I love that super fast delay that you have. It's reminiscent of like Kendrick does that.
Until she gets
I love the stacks, how up front the vocals are. Like, what isn't there to like about
these
this?
worries I really fought, and out of fear I found an idea. What if I move?
As far as like the track goes, like it sounds nice and full.
What if I move here? She just
panning is so nice. Like
in which I die in the first 30 minutes, and you thought Oxy was some ish.
Yeah, honestly, as far as like, there's so few things that I would say about this. Like,
it will be selfish of me.
As far as like critiques, like it sounds pretty. Like I think it sounds like 95% like there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it sounds like 95% there, dude. Like
I was the photographer. In retrospect, that picture was a.
As far as like the mixing and everything, the production, everything, like. It sounds very small changes here.
Expire in a couple months. Are you?
Really, as far as like critiques go, the only things that I would say, is that sometimes when you do your backgrounds or your lead is some like going back and forth between your stacks and your lead, there is like a bit of it feels like a weird kind of volume change the way that
Raven with all these worries, all ears, it was clear as day. Oh well, these worries I
notice how upfront your vocals are here versus
here she just stared. All eyes, all ears, it was clear as day.
which I think you're going for a more backgroundy vocal there. Correct me if I'm wrong. If that's the case, I feel you could raise some of the stacks more.
A will away.
A will away. I like the delay throw you have there. I feel you can even have another one come in. A will away, away. Like another one happen again.
Until I get hurt.
Like I can do it till I get hurt. Like
I'ma commit till I get hurt.
more energy in this section.
I'ma commit till I get hurt.
Yeah, if those are in the backgrounds, then what I would do is I would EQ it so it's less like the lead. Like thin it out even more.
Move here, she just a will away.
Maybe even filter some of the highs out. Like
I'ma commit till I
I think you could fill some of that space there with another delay with the will away. Maybe 100% wet on the effect.
get hurt. I'ma commit till I get hurt. I'ma commit till I
Again, like maybe even having like a filter. I'm not get hurt.
get hurt. To me, this way is worthwhile. To me, this wait is worthwhile.
I still feel like still if you're doing backgrounds, there needs to be more of a separation.
Smiles in the first 30 minutes. I die in the first 30 minutes. I die.
Yeah, I do remember.
Have is us. Are you brave enough? Are you brave enough? 'Cause all we have is us. I'ma commit till I
Get her.
get hurt. To me,
I still feel you can add even more. Get her. Like the octave up.
willingly headstrong with all these worries out until she gets in the busy.
Dude, this sounds good.
Give a till I get hurt. I'm
Get her.
till I get
Even if you pitch one up the octave, maybe if you pitched one up an octave instead of having to do the take up an octave, like what you could do is you could take one of your stacks, like, and then just like raise the octave of it.
to me this way. On the mile, on the dashboard, let's fast forward to the horror.
Preferably one where you could edit the formant as well.
From Detroit to Windsor, every weekend I die. 'Cause all we have is us. Are you brave?
Every weekend, some in and outs in there, raised up of hair, like would go such a long way for this. But like,
Feet first.
thank you so much, Spaceman.
Detroit to
But like,
Windsor.
that's it, dude. Like, shit sounds clean, my guy. You did your thing, dude. Nice work.
This was a certified banger.
That shit sounds clean. That shit sounds clean, dude. But like, not like clean and like a super clean. We're talking like clean and like a hip hop. Like it's still got that raw sound to it, but it's clean, the mix. So nice work. Hell yeah, dude. For the backgrounds, basically anything that isn't a lead, I find cool to just have a left and right take, but nothing in the center. 1,000%. That's what I always do, Joe. That's literally what I always do. That's a rule of thumb. Is you don't want to have things panned in the middle when you have backgrounds. I always have a left and right. I always do it in groups of twos. So if I'll do two of the same note, 4 of the same note, 6 of the same note, 8 of the same word, and just so on. If I want more and more from it, that's really the rule of thumb. Really, it was really Gage Lane who did all the work. But thank you. I think it's still. I mean, you performed it. It sounds good. I think it's a combination of the work. That's what I'm talking about. You guys killed it. So thank you so much. We got Stormy next. This is Melody. Rewrote work in progress, just recorded and quickly mixed in an hour. So this is we'll add the beginning ooze later. Okay. I was just okay. At least we have the now the thing is, Stormy, if you release this song and there's no beginning ooze, I'm gonna be heavily disappointed. enough just for harmonies and stuff with companies to lead. Yeah, same thing for like stacks and whatnot. Yeah, I always do that, especially the hook section. I always tend to like stack the hook with a left and a right. Like that's usually a rule of thumb. But also lead lines. Yeah, exactly. So this is melody, and if you're doing in and outs, I do the same. Maybe not always like panned all the way out to the left and right, like how I do in the hooks. For like in and outs, you can get away with having it just slightly, like a little bit more like panned out, but not like center or all the way. Like that's kind of how I do it. So when the hook comes, it feels like it's like a bigger section. Originally had ooze. I'll add it back. That's damn right. We gotta have the ooze. It's Geode. It's just like she has to. It's like her branding, you know. Stormy. When I think of Stormy, I think ooze. When I see that letter O in Stormy, I think ooze. You know what I'm saying? So this is. So I'll picture in my head. Ooh, ooh.
I could write a million letters, but no words could be better than the way you make me feel. Just 3 little words, wasn't then, but now I'm yours. Baby, tell me if it's real. Let's fall in love like we never have, and let's work it out so we don't mess it up. We've got time, yet we're running like we don't. So many words, but not enough. I won't let you fall. When the seasons change, we can get through it all. Oh, I'm so lucky I'm the one you love with the world see. I'll thank my lucky stars you're perfect. How could it be? Never wanted love, never cared till now, just you and me. Got a brand new heart, a brand new song, a new melody. New I know love is so cliche, but with you I find my way. When I'm lost with no way out, your bright, pretty eyes and smile that feels like mine. Baby, tell me, is this real? Let's fall in love like we've never have, and let's work it out so we don't mess it up. We got time, and we're running like we don't. So many words, but not enough. I won't
That was Melody, rewrote Work in Progress, just recorded quickly and mixed in an hour. We'll be adding a
This was a
beginning news
certified
later
banger.
by Stormy. Very short title, honestly, Stormy. I love the short and sweet to the point title here. Overall, yeah, one thing I absolutely love about your productions, and I know you said that you didn't make the instrumental for this one, but I do always love your songwriting is always really strong. Your lyricism is always really strong, which I feel like goes such a long way. On top of that, having the vocals to be able to really communicate those nuances of the lyrics and everything like that is so super important. I think you got that, which is what I'm talking about. I think your vocal melodies for the hook are really nice. Like especially this harmony stacks that you have going on here. I'm keeping in mind that I know you said that you literally just recorded this quickly and mixed it in an hour. You literally uploaded this 37 minutes ago. Like also shout out to Stormy as well, by the way, because she helped me out with the Sample This event. She tracked a verse for me for the Sample This event. So shout out to Stormy, MVP, right there.
And let's work it out so we don't.
So overall, as far as like critiques go on this, like I really don't have anything as far as like the arrangement, other than the as you already have aforementioned the timing overall. But you said that you didn't do the production. So my question to you is like, who did the production? Out of curiosity, that was rushed. That's okay, Stormy. Look, I can make things work. I can make things. I got you. As far as like who did the production on this? Was this like a YouTube instrumental? Like what was what's the story with the overall production? Because the production itself sounds like a low quality MP3. Like you can kind of hear like with it low quality MP3s, it kind of almost has like this weird filter thing. Found it somewhere like a year ago. You found it like on YouTube, you mean, or something like that? Or you don't remember? Either way, it's all good. I love the idea, and I do love some of the like the percussive elements that was going on there. Yeah, it was the warbly data compression thing. Yeah, exactly. And I tweaked it. Hell yeah, Stormy. The overall, yeah, I highly recommend for you to do, and I know you said that you quickly recorded the vocals and everything, is because I've heard, like, for example, the last track that you did, like you sent me also in the DMs to listen to, like, I felt like you tracking the overall guitars and everything like that. Like that sounded better to me than this instrumental overall. Like I think the quality of you recording your actual guitar yourself definitely always sounds a lot fuller. So I would recommend doing that. If it's degrade it more and lean into it, yeah, like make it sound like a sample at that point, right? You could try to hide it by attenuating the warbliness with some kind of tape warble. Yeah, you could. I think that's like saturate the hell out of it. But then you would also, if you did that effect, Stormy, then you'll have to also layer it with some other sounds to make to still make it sound full again. Like for example, like having like a bass in there, like a nice bass guitar or something like, or like would sound really nice. But I think you could totally like figure out the chords of this and then just like play it over. And remember that like if, because there's a lot of like these kind of like arpeggiated things that are going on in the track. Like these big jumps in the guitar. You definitely got to layer some sort of bass element in there. And I like the idea of what's going on with the sound design of the drum kit, but you would have to like recreate that.
Got a brand new heart, a brand new song, a new melody.
I think I'd need someone to figure out the chords for me.
New melody.
No, Stormy, you got this. You got this. That's the best way. Like, Stormy, that's the best way to learn, is to figure it out yourself. Right, Stormy? The best way to learn.
I could write a million little words, but not enough. I won't let you fall when this season.
Boo. Hold on, Stormy. Hold on. So it's you're in the key of you're in B major. It's B major. Yeah, literally, yeah.
I could write a million letters, but no words could be better than the way you make
I checked the Neural Notes plugin though. A relatively accurate transpose audio to MIDI. Oh wow, I never even heard of that, Joe Carter.
me feel. Just 3 little words, wasn't then, but now I'm yours.
I mean, you could pretty much go back and forth, like, because you're pretty much walking down the. I think.
Baby, tell me if it's real. Let's fall in love like we never have, and let's work it out so it don't mess it up.
You're pretty much just going down from. Right. So you're pretty much like. Yeah. B major, right? So now you're doing it's B major, then G sharp minor 7, and then you could do F sharp sus 4 would be nice, and then you could do E major 9. Try those. Try those chords; those should work.
We've got I've never cared till now, just you and me. Got a brand new heart, a brand new.
Honestly, that's a whole ass mood right there. I used to have to figure out the notes for when I've written a part, gone back to it later, couldn't remember what I played. Honestly, I have some metal stuff that I like played a while ago that I'm just like, fuck, how did I play that one chord? Oh my lord, there was a song is a song I played. I could never figure out how to play it again, so I never did. That's pretty funny.
New song, a new melody.
And you could instead of doing the sus chord for the F sharp, like I said, F sharp sus 4, right? Which is you could have just like, it would be like B major. You could play it as like B major, but it's like second inversion, so the F sharp's in the bass, and then you could play E major or E major 7 could be the last chord you could substitute with. So whichever's easier to play, honestly. But I highly recommend Stormy replaying it and finding like a drum loop or something to play it over and just like redo everything yourself, because it would sound so much fuller. I would recommend doing that. So yeah, that's really all I got for you, Stormy, though. Bum, 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 bum. Song sounds nice. And regarding the wave, yeah, of the full song bounce, if you could, because like I just threw a master chain over these songs, so I just need like a wave file of the original song, and I could just run it through the master chain again, and then it should just be good. So, dun, 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 dun. That's what I'm talking about, Stormy. Bum, 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 bum. I sent you wave though. No, you sent me the original file type that you sent was, where is it? It was a .m4a. It was the original file type, which is like an MP3. Or maybe if you like updated it to your phone or something like that, that it like converted the file. Because sometimes like that's like kind of like a mobile file that what I find a lot of the times is like that file is like mobile phones tend to do. Yeah, if you could send it on your computer, that would be ideal. But yeah, thank you so much, Stormy. You rock. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's probably why. So yeah, we're gonna be moving on to the free submissions again. Let's go. So we do have just a bit of a queue again. So I do have Geode, then I have Karma, then I have Lefo, then I have James, then I have Slit, then I have I don't see an updated link for Amira, so we'll skip that one. We have Fabled, then we have Liam, then we have Zilla. So let's run it. This is Geode Tonight, free for use. This is just a spare beat I had. Don't got anything special to submit at the moment. I already know the pluck around a minute doesn't work. Also ignore the cover art. No, it's my brother right here. It's Mr. Krabs. Let's run it. That was 1 minute 30 second mark. That was Tonight, free for use by Geode. Cool track overall. Love the drums. What I love about your tracks is that your drums just are unapologetically knocking. So
Supreme Knock. This was a certified banger.
I love that vocal sample that you're chopping up, dude. I know that you're not here because you had to go to bed, but bass sounds nice. You have a great width on everything. Maybe like a nice reverb on that. Tame some of those upper mids on that vocal sample. And yeah, I do agree about the plucks, but you already are aware of that. So like, I think a vocalist would go crazy on this shit. So that's really what I would say as far as like the critiques go for this. So let me put up a poll for Geode's track. And for yeah, I definitely agree about the M4A. I definitely, like, I could always make whatever work, but when it comes to, like, mastering, I always prefer to have, like, the lossless file. Like, I've had to do masters of MP3s before because the artist doesn't have any version of the song, or they're, like, feuding with the engineer, or, like, some shit like that. like some bullshit. I've had to do masters of an MP3, and that's never ideal. When it comes to things, you're like, damn, like, there's only so much you could really do when it comes to certain things. So it's like, fuck. But yeah, we'll do a vote for this one, guys. Be sure to vote for Song of the Stream, and we'll move on to the next one, which will be Karma WDB. This would be Her by Karma WDB. Yeah, when it comes to like mastering and all of that, I definitely always prefer the highest quality that I can. I think that's just the nature, because then it's just a lot easier to do what I gotta do. So I'm just like, damn, there's all these missing frequencies going on here. I was like, fuck, how am I gonna fix this? There's only so much you could really do. I know that like RX like apparently has like a good tool for restoring some of the lossless data. But I don't have like the professional RX thing, so I just have like a light version of RX, so it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? We'll move on to the next one, which is Karma WDB. Her, let's run it!
Damn, Taurus.
Wanna live in the hills in the bay. Hit up tire, you got a new strain. Roll up, then I smoke with bad. Surprised she stayed, I'm amazed. Couldn't say I loved you then and there, but know that I loved you then and there. There was so much fear in the air, I couldn't trust myself. Try to numb that feeling by filling my pockets. Know if you leave, I'm catching a humming. Well, bullshit, I guess that's a body. I don't need no one else but your body. I might fuck up sometimes, but that I'm sorry. I may go ghost and I know it's alarming. Doing the most and then I be charming. Code switch, for that I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm trying. I'm falling in this dark void of mine. Wanna live in the hills in the bay. Hit up tire, you got a new strain. Roll up, then I smoke with bad. Surprised she stayed, I'm amazed. Couldn't say I loved you then and there, but know that I loved you then and there. There was so much fear in the air, I couldn't trust myself.
Let's go! That was Her by Karma WDB. Sick track overall. I do like that. I believe if you expanded on that part here, that would go crazy. Like if you expanded on that part, would go stupid. For like a hook section, would go hard.
Doing the most pockets. Know if you leave, I'm catching.
As far as like the track goes, I love what you're doing. As far as like that section right there, it stands out to me overall. I think your vocals are just like a tad bit loud. I like what's going on. The swing of the track is nice. The instrumental is sick.
I don't need no one else but your body. I might fuck up sometimes, but that I'm sorry. I may go ghost and I know it's alarming.
Yeah, because I want to feel that snare. The would go hard. Yeah, I was thinking that when I was making it. Yeah, Karma, you gotta expand on that shit. Like that's the sauce right there. That's the fucking sauce, dude. Is that shit right there? Like, I'm telling you. Like expanding on that, make that into a hook section, and then just like the rest of the verse. Hell yeah, I think you got the verses down. Like the verses are functional. I think they work. They sound good. I think just expanding, like having a hook section in there with that would just go ham. Like literally just like and then you can have. And then you could have like what you were doing here.
Wanna live in the hills of the bay. Hit up tire, you got a new strain.
And then go back to dark road again. Like the same thing, like similar melody, and then like something like that would I think would be the wave. I work on holding out for longer and play with reverb. Yeah, dude, totally. That's really all I got for you, man. Like everything else sounds good. that's the only thing I got for you. Let's see. As a mastering engineer, you should be able to take whatever step you need to take to elevate the track 1,000%. Not to mention the issues it causes when you go to dither and export. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other animal right there. The dithering part of the master. Yeah, as far as like the track goes and everything like that, when it comes to mastering, like I feel like a lot of people like kind of misconstrue mastering and what it really is sometimes too. Like when people hire mastering engineers, like sometimes they feel like it's going to make like a massive difference on their track. Sometimes when you get hired to be a mastering engineer, but you're like, look, I'm just like, making sure that it's like, what it needs to be. It needs to be like commercially viable. It needs to, the EQ curve needs to be, set in a certain way to be able to match other tracks, and things like that, where sometimes like mastering can do a drastic change for a track. Like a master can like glue everything together, especially if it's like prepared correctly. A really nice mix, like a master could just like gel everything together. But when the mix is ass and people expect for like the mastering engineer to be able to work their magic, it's like, dude, like you're giving me like a mix that's clipping past zero. Like what do I have? What room do I have to work with here to be able to like, use the tools that I have to be able to gain it up to where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, which a lot of the time, sometimes I'll get like tracks that are like MP3s that are like clipping, and I'm like, bro, like the master here is like gonna be quieter than what you sent me. Like, because I need to tame what you sent me. But it's just the nature of it. I love people less auto-tune. I love hearing people's natural voices. Yeah, I think it's the style. I think it fits for the style of what he was going for. But I do hear what you're saying. Like some people don't like the heavy auto-tune, which is totally fine. Yeah, literally just in time. Let's go. Sometimes it does make a massive difference, though. Yeah, sometimes, yeah. If you're at the final years stage, it could catch big issues that might have otherwise. Yeah, definitely. Sometimes it can make a massive difference. Don't get me wrong. Like if the mix, I think the biggest takeaway is if the mix is really solid, you give enough room for the mastering engineer to do what they need to do to make that drastic change. Versus if the mix is not good and the mastering engineer ends up having to do essentially mix work and fixing with the master instead of having to enhance, then it's not going to be such a drastic change as you would think. But anyway, I can go on and on about that shit. This is Lefo Hope. Hope is the thing with feathers. Go back to the mix engineer and get it sorted before you master. Exactly. A good mastering engineer will tell you to fix the mix.
that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could have bashed the little bird that kept so many warm. And I've heard it in the church.
Last 1 minute, 30-second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was Hope is the Thing with Feathers by...
This was a
I almost,
certified banger.
almost said by Emily Dickinson. I almost said by Emily Dickinson. By Lefo. Yeah, I think this was made by Emily Dickinson. That'd be concerning. We brought her back, guys. We brought her back. That's right. She back. Yeah, honestly, like as far as like the track goes, like I love the what's it called? This I think I love when people like make tracks out of like quotes. I don't know why. It always like it's so poetic, you know. For sure, when you get a good mix, it just accentuate the best about the mix. Exactly, master shouldn't be about fixing issues necessarily, though. It's sometimes what we have to do, yeah. Oh, definitely. It's a lot of the time. Sometimes what we got to do is fix a mix. but you know, that's just what it is. But nah, I talk about mastering all day. I enjoy mastering more than mixing almost. Hey, I'm the complete opposite. I enjoy production, of course, like way more than everything. Like I honestly, like as far as like the stage, like mixing and mastering for me personally, like I know how to do it, don't get me wrong, but like it's totally not my favorite. Like I personally love to do production a lot more than mixing and mastering. Like sometimes I dread having to do a mix. That's just the nature, because I'm just like, damn, like I know I'm about to go back and forth a million times with myself, not even the artist, because I'm so fucking picky. It took a lot of blood to bring her back alive. She revived and totally got into the B&D. Yeah, and you know that totally makes sense, Joe. Like it totally makes sense, dude. Like doesn't Emily Dickinson just seem like the kind of person that'd be like, you know, that super indie kind of like person? And I love you just start off with the super aggressive synth, but then you just become this like super happy track or all this little swung. I think as far as like critiques go, I love the vibes first off. I don't know why I like that, the weirdness of the snare. It's like so weird, but it works. What I would say as far as the critiques go, I think you could bring up like the bass, like warm it up a bit with some EQ.
Is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words.
The vocals overall seem a bit tinny. I think it's the microphone that you're using.
And the perches at all.
I would love some more presence in the low mids and the vocals overall. A song I have named after a quote from World of Warcraft Quest. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I used to be like huge into like RuneScape personally. Like I was like big into that. Like I love me a good MMORPG, man. I love creating the music the most, then getting weird with it. That's what I'm talking about, OJ McBaggins. Like sometimes I'll be like, okay, I gotta mix. Like I'll get in the mixing hat. Like you have to kind of wear different hats. But nerd, yeah, dude. Sometimes you gotta get into like this like mixing hat or like a mastering hat and like try to like think of it objectively. Sometimes honestly, like what I was even say as an engineer, like if you're working on a track for so long, like, and it's your own personal track, like there's no shame of like hiring another engineer to like work on your track too. Like, cause like a lot of the times, like what ends up happening too is like, again, how I was like mentioning before, it's kind of funny that's full circle about like ear fatigue, is that when you hear the same track over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, you kind of lose that objectivity of what it is. And sometimes it's really good to have another pair of ears. That's why a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll hire a mixing engineer and a separate mastering engineer, so that they get like two different pairs of ears on the record. So It's very hard to be 1,000%. Yeah, the only one I haven't is Evertrust. Hell yeah. I have played almost every MMORPG at this point. Yeah, dude. I love it. Yeah, my MMORPG stuff. That's really all I got for you, Lefo. Thank you so much for submitting. Cool track, dude. Hell yeah. Oh, the lyrics were literally taken from the poem. So, a poem that I love so dearly. Hey, let's go. That's cool. Hell yeah, thank you. Oh, for sure. That's why feedback streams are great. That's why I love doing these. Is like that's literally the reason for that. Is for these live streams is that exact reason, which is the other pair of ears on your record. Like, and sometimes like it's rare when it happens, but I'll be like, release this as is. Like this sounds like ready to go. Like sometimes I'll literally say like there's nothing in the mixing here that I feel like personally is sticking out to me that needs to be fixed. This is Hefe Lab mixed by JB. Let's run it.
It's Hefe, man.
You became
Yo. You was in Collie on verbs and syllables. I was in Paris on syllabus intervals. Got that spring in my step. I'm sparkling. Ain't no way you could bottle them minerals. Beat coming way too killable. I'm in the Highlands, got to the stream, saw Joe with the PFAs. Didn't wanna buy them time in Mino, gonna get me to the VMAs. Alongside this rhyming, success factors like how I speak in age. Alongside this timing, I've been grinding long for a decent wage. No go, but I'm seeing the silver lining. You know that I'm shining, you don't gotta see this pace car. Realistically, TBH, when I'm on a rhythm, GBH, just spontaneously combusted. Your favorite selectors, CDJs, pressing on gas, beating my ETA. When I roll past and they pre me hate, but when I go mad and the whole room lights up, you know that I'm serious BBK. Even in death, one can't truly die. Just make sure when you're leaving this earth, there's a lasting legacy of you behind. I had to learn to accept that I can't know now. In the present, you're truly blind. Never stuck up on one path until now, so you can't tell me I left you behind. When you see me, you're on about who's that? My guy, staring, big t-shirt and a wide eye, mixing flavors, nothing like tie-dye. Lit that one time and I thought I died. Any new link up, it's always how I got this much tech for a white guy. Overseas ain't too many scenes on my side. Oscar, big on the line and highlight. Said it in Bristol, said it in Islington, exploring Amazon Prime Time. Walk through town with a zoo at night time. I'm in your system, getting all hi-fi. Try and connected, last name Wi-Fi. I lean back, accelerate and pass by. Don't quit cause it got smoked last time. Play with a full elevate and spinning out that replay from the start.
Thank you so much for submitting. That was Hefe Lab mix. Bye. Let's go. Cool track overall. Yeah, I did. No, dude is spitting. Dude is spitting on this shit.
This was a certified banger.
Dude is spitting on this fucking record overall.
You was in
Nah, dude was going ham. I thought that dude was going ham. I definitely agree with Joe though. Like what ends up happening when you do have a vocal in the background, right? Especially like if it's not like sampled where it's like in the instrumental so much and it's just like a track playing behind it, it can be very distracting from the lead vocal. Because think about it like this: the track that's in the background was made in mind for you to listen to as its own, like as a standalone, right? So when you have things that are like layered on top of like an already finished full production that's going on, like it can be like what the lead vocals like they'll be like it'll be distracting from your lead vocal. So honestly, there was a lot of time like I was kind of missing a lot of the bars because I was just listening to like how great the vocalist in the background was sounding. That's a shame because you don't want that for your personal track. And I always say that about like sampled tracks like this. You want to always leave space for the vocals. And the last thing really on this track, really the takeaway, is the timing of the vocals at times felt like it was a bit like not quite hitting the mark with the sinking in the pocket with the instrumental. So just be careful of that. Format shift and reverb it out. Yeah, literally like what's bro's artist so I could follow. His name is literally JB. I don't know if this track is public. It is public, so I can say. Let me just double check the form because I always put like if people don't mind if I share this in the chat, so let me just double check that he's okay with that first before I drop it in the chat for you. He says he would not like a submission link, so unfortunately I can't drop the link for this, but definitely check dude out. He's literally J space B. So what's going on, 808 Wi-Fi? How we feeling, fam? The rap has so many words already that it's hard to process. The original vocal grabs your attention away from it. It feels like your attention is being whiplashed from place to place. That's 1000% agree. Literally nailed exactly how I feel. So next we have Slit, Aphrodite. So we got some R&B shit going on. Let's go. This is another track from Slit. Let's run it.
Yeah. Young Slim, True Sin. Ha. We gon' get it like this real quick. She wanna ride with me, hypnotize me with your motion. Around you, I'm so hopeless. We fucking harmony. The object of our worship, please make me your chosen. Take control of me, yeah. Telling me you leave your bitch, telling me your ass weighs so damn thick. Do you got a man or do you got kids? Do you want slayless? Me at the crib past 6. Ain't tryna get you lit, just catch this vibe, we taking hits. Couple sips, as long as you with it, I'm getting. Hop on this day and you lit it. I am a soul worth remembering, but if I die, just listen to this shit. When I was chilling and focused, need to get out of this place. Fast till I muster my own space. Even if I didn't make it, I'll risk it for that hoe I ain't missing. All this gas that I'm smoking, feel like I'm flowing. I am the chosen one. Yeah, I am the chosen one. Slid, ha. We gon' run it back. Hold up, get it back. Live, bitch, slid, I wanna ride with me, hypnotize me with your motion. Around you, I'm so hopeless. We fucking harmony. The object of my worship, please make me your chosen. She wanna ride.
That's 1 minute 30-second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was Slit, Aphrodite lyric video. Cool track overall.
Yeah, Slim.
Vocals super up front as per usual. I do like the like. I think as this is like a good example as far as like the vocal sample not so distracting because it happens only here and there. Like the drums, like there's a good swing on the drums, instrumental. Bass is super up front. 808s are hidden.
I am a soul worth remembering, but if I die, just listen to this shit. When I was chilling and focused, need to get out of this place. Fast till I muster my own space.
What I would say as far as like critiques go on this track, I would say definitely, I'm personally not a fan of the falsetto vocal, like this part here. You might have to stack that. You might have to stack that or put some sort of effect on it more drastic, because I think it takes me out of the track. I feel like there's still some weird kind of effect, like one of the tunes are not quite locked in with this, because you could hear like this weird phasiness from the stacked vocals.
Take control of me, yeah. Telling me you leave your bitch, telling me your ass weighs so damn thick. Do you got a man or do you got kids? Do you want slayless? Me at the crib.
I think you could definitely tame some of the S sounds with the de-esser.
But if I die, just listen for that hoe I ain't missing. All this gas that I'm smoking, feel like I'm flowing.
I honestly personally would be a tiny bit less reverb.
I am the chosen.
I think there's a bit too much. Reverb a lot of the times less is more, unless you're going for like this super huge like sound.
I'm getting, hop on this day and moments are worth remembering. But if I die, just listen to this shit. When I was chilling and focused, need to get out of this place. That's till I muster my.
Like the vocals are missing a lot of low end too. Yeah, definitely some low end presence would be sick on this as well. But that's really all I got for you, Slit. Thank you so much for submitting. You rock, dude. Just a reminder, Sikagori, I don't have your track, but we do have Fabled. This is Caveman Riff Template Test by Fabled. Oh shit, kind of ripped off, but oh well. Hell yeah. Let's run it. That shit sounds so good. Damn. Nah, you killed that shit. That mix sounds clean, my guy. That shit sounds clean. Nah, I love the fucking... Guitars sound so full, bass is smacking you. Great balance on everything. The guitars are 3 different tones with the same DI. Yeah, yeah. You grunt. You smash the fuck out of those guitars. Yeah, I love the tone you got is disgusting. I love it. One normal tone, one with a HM2 chainsaw thing, one with an octave down with a ton of fuzz. That explains why you're getting a lot of that lows. And I'm assuming you're probably cutting like almost like taking the bass out of some of that, some of the other stuff to make room for that octave down shit too, right? The bass is stereo fuzz thing as well to give it spread, yeah. Shit sounds clean. I really got nothing. that's ready to go. Shit sounds clean. Fabled. There's not a ton of EQ shaping going on, to be honest. I threw this together in like an hour. Hell yeah, dude. Look, sometimes just all it is in the fucking, in the production stage, like the mix kind of mixes itself sometimes when you have like a good source material. No, those guitars sound huge. Great job. Holy shit. I think we got like 2 more left for the live stream, and that's it for today. Let me see. Yeah, literally I have 2 more tracks for tonight, and then we're wrapping up. So if you want to submit your track and you haven't already, submit your track now or forever hold your track until this upcoming Tuesday. Damn. No, I'm a big fan of that tone. Hell yeah, dude. Like, I've been trying to get into like the metal like mixing and all that shit because like I've been working on some metal records. So honestly, like I would love some like tidbits because like I'm so used to mixing like nowadays a lot of like pop stuff, a lot of R&B stuff. So hell yeah. A lot of my friends from the other end of my place to say that was nice. Yeah, we weren't chosen. We forgot and heard that shit was like, I gotta log into my shit and say how fire that was. Really nice getting everything sound correct before it's even mixed. Yeah, that's like the best. That's the best case scenario. Like, you want your stems to sound good without like a bunch of processing. Because like when you start adding shit, it's like the chef's kiss versus like fixing shit, you know? So this is Liam Lohman, You and I. Let's run it.
JP.
Tears down my eyes every time I think about you and I. And every time I think about us, I'm reminded of the times that I got hurt. What was it all worth? I think that I've been cursed. You left me in the dirt with bridges that still burn. You told me since the day I met you that my heart wouldn't break. Now I'm thinking, was it me that made the mistake? You got me all fucked up, now I'm drinking again. I got a few missed calls from a couple of friends, and no matter where I go, I see you. You would never understand what I went through.
Nice.
You would never understand how you changed me, but just know you can never replace me. Tears down my eyes every time I think about you and I. And every time I think about us, I'm reminded of the times that I got hurt. What was it all worth? I think that I've been cursed. You left me in the dirt with bridges that still burn.
That's 1 minute 30-second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was Liam Lohman, You and I official lyric video. Great like melody writing there. Great overall
This was a certified
writing
banger.
in general. I think the lyric video was cool as well. I like the overall thing. I think definitely a mix would transform this, like a good mix on this. Like, because everything you would want is there. Everything you want is there. So it's I feel like just like the vocal mix, like just making your vocals just like pop would be the wave. Let's see. I'm a set it and forget it type person, so I have the best default I could get. That's why I run 20 channels for all of my instruments. That works for you. Hell yeah. That's the best bet. I have like presets on my stuff too that I just run. Zorg, what's going on, Zorg? We reviewed yours quite a bit ago, just so you know. Like, I would love more high-end sheen. Honestly, like a trick that I like to use for this kind of vocal is having like a doubler on the vocal, like as a send, and then get rid of the direct. Like what I like to do, though, I'll show you like a trick that I like to do as far as like getting vocals like this to kind of pop. Because what I tend to do, one is pitch the vocal up an octave and then tuck it really low in there just to give a nice high-end sheen. And what I like to do is use a send track, like a return track or whatnot. You could do this in any DAW. And I love the Waves doubler. Like you could get it in one of their like cheap packs and whatnot. Use the stereo version of the plugin and take out the direct so that you have just the outer two, and use this as a send. And you could EQ this and then really get that, because it has a nice high end to it that I feel like would sound really good on this type track. So try it out. And I know that I'm pretty sure that Isotope makes a free doubler. Correct me if I'm wrong. I used to make a new mix template whenever I start a new project, and if I'm starting a new EP or writing a different style, I dial in new drum tone, guitar tones, and template it. I have like a general template that I use for everything, and I will like I always tweak what I have. Like I always end up tweaking it because I'm like a perfectionist. So like I'll end up like tweaking shit. So. I would like some more presence on the vocals, definitely some more low mids to fill out some of the space. Like I feel like a lot of that's a microphone issue. I feel like most presets are always cutting the hell out of the low mids for some reason, and I'm just like, dang, I love the low mids. Those are so like some of the sauciest frequencies. Like our fundamental frequencies for our vocals are the low mids, you know. I'm reminded of the times that I got hurt. What was it all worth? Because the vocals do sound a bit thin. But other than that, thank you so much for submitting. I think the idea is great. Definitely just needs a really solid mix on it, and you're good to go. So thank you so much. You rock, dude. Yeah, I have one master template that I update frequently. So we do have, I believe this may be the last one for the night, guys. So we might be wrapping up on the early side today, guys. So let me put in the votes here. Let's go. So this is Zilla or Zilva. Zilva. So let's run it. This is Out of the Party, produced by Sedwood.
I'm trying to make some profit. Fuck a tissy narcissist, I fuck her out of conscience. Bitch, I made a promise to put diamonds on her body. Open up that Rari, I'm swerving out the party. I'm off the ketamine, I'm off the methamphetamines and shit. Since like 23, been searching for a better me and shit. Bitch, I've been under the weather, so bitch go and grab an umbrella. Bitch, you is not about to find someone better. I'm on my grind and I follow the rhythm. Running the track like a relay race, I'm blowing it up like it's motherfucking D-Day. If it's a banger, best know I'ma be there. If I'm on the beat, bitch, I stay undefeated. If it's a banger, expect me to be on it. She take my meat and she stay tryna beat on it. Blade in her gut and that motherfucker bleed on it. I got the belt with the L and the B on it. Need my deposit, I'm trying to make some profit. Fuck a tissy narcissist, I fuck her out of conscience. Bitch, I made a promise to put diamonds on her body. Open up that Rari, I'm swerving out the party. I'm off the ketamine, I'm off the methamphetamines and shit. Since like 23.
That was Out of the Party by Zilva. That was the 1 minute 30-second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was Out the Party. Cool track overall. I do like the swing of the instrumental. I like the energy that you're bringing to the track overall. Like cool, like kind of guitar elements going on. What I would say as far as the critiques go on the track, definitely have to tame the high end there. The high end is very like really up front. Like it's almost like a bit on the painful side to listen to, almost like with how high the highs are. So I would definitely tame some of those high end. And definitely have to tame some of the low end frequencies.
I'm swerving out the party. I'm off the ketamine, I'm off the methamphetamines and shit.
Nice harmonies.
I'm on my grind and I follow the rhythm. Running the track like a relay race, I'm blowing it up like it's...
Yeah, I feel like the main thing is just making the bass less muddy and having the high end a lot more tamed, and then you're good to go, dude. Like, honestly, that's really all I got for you. Like, cool track, dude. And I think that's it for the live stream today. I think, yeah, we're going to be ending on the early side today. So that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of the times it's so hard to like predict the live streams as far as like everything goes. So sometimes it's just so hard to predict like how long the live streams are going to be, because sometimes, you know, sometimes they're really on the long side where we're like running over, you know, but like sometimes the live streams they tend to like run a lot out, like a lot beforehand. Like we're ending probably around 43 minutes on the early side today. So we got to everyone who submitted today, which is nice. I like getting to everyone, you know what I'm saying? Which is like I feel like that's a nice thing to happen, is get to everybody. So everyone, thank you so much for joining us today in the live stream. As per usual, you guys are awesome. It's always a pleasure doing these and getting to know you guys further and hearing all of your demos and hearing your finished records and being able to like rejoice in the changes and everything like that, like when things are like released, and like be able to rejoice, like being like, hell yeah, it's out, let's go, versus like, and like the creativity on a lot of your guys' records is sick, and I really admire it. So honestly, it's always a ton of fun doing these lives. So as far as like the song of the stream candidates for today, we have blah blah blah. I love that I don't like, I purposely am not adding a drum roll thing at this point. Like, I don't know why it's been so long, and I'm always like, drum roll please, blah, 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 blah. I just feel like it's better that way, you know. So we do have Jeremiah, we have OJ McBaggins, we have Fabled, and we have Liam Lohman. So, And actually, we have Stormy as well. Stormy, okay. So we have a five-way tie today. So, okay, everybody. That's what I'm talking about. So just for everyone, so everyone knows, we do a live stream usually at the end of the month where we vote for Song of the Stream. So exciting stuff. All of the 5 tracks will be candidates for Song of the Stream in the future. So definitely stay tuned for that. And yeah, we are also going to be having a live stream for the Song of the Month for March soon. And we're also going to be having a live stream for the overall sample this event that we did. It's going to be a shorter live stream. Probably going to be on a Sunday, but I'll let everyone know on social media on the Discord server. So definitely be on the lookout of that. So if you made it this far into the video, definitely comment down below something about parties down below once the video goes live on the YouTube channel. And I think, we're so close to 700 subscribers, so super exciting stuff, which is so close to 1,000, which is blowing my mind. Oh, we did hit 700. Let's go!
Song of the Stream.
Hey, let's go! And then someone unsubscribes. Fuck! It's okay. But yeah, everyone, thank you so much. It's been a journey, and yeah, join the Discord server if you haven't already. And don't work too hard unless it's on your music. It will pick up on Tuesday. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your night. Peace out, everyone. Bye! Oh, yeah! Blah, 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 blah. I'm still here with my microphone. That's right, you hear me on the microphone. I'm still here. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. Thank you too. Oh, yeah. Here we go, I'm gonna cut my mic. It's not cut off yet.
When I look into your eyes, dear, it's got me holding back the dry tears. When I look into your eyes, when I look into those eyes, when I look into your eyes, dear, and I know that I'll